welcome to the 1000 Authors Show. I'm Vicky Fraser, and he's disgusting.
What? You didn't have to tell them that because it was going to be cut off.
No,
I did a little burp. Sorry.
Into the microphone. So what are we drinking, Joe? Cheers, by the way.
We are drinking Johnson's London Dry Gin, I think.
Is it local? It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Okay, so this is a special episode, and I know that everybody's probably sick and tired of hearing about Coronapocalypse and toilet roll apocalypse and COVID-19. And I feel like it's my job to bring a little bit of levity to the proceedings, because there's a lot of IR serious marketer virtue signalling and yeah, well, in my world there is.
I'm not saying it.
Virtue signalling and questionable advice, and most of it's coming from a good place, I think. Anyway, we're not here to give you questionable advice. We're gonna. I've literally just been trying to persuade Joe to wear some lipstick because I think it would make him feel better.
I'm just not happy with the concept of having sticky lips.
I feel like in this. I don't know. As it stands at the moment, we're recording this on March 19th, and there isn't an official lockdown in the UK. We think that's probably coming.
Probably, yes.
So by the time you hear this, we might be officially in lockdown. But I think one of the things that I would like to achieve during this difficult time is to get you all dragged up, because I think that'd be hilarious.
Dragged up? Wouldn't be the first time.
Would it not? Oh, your sisters used to drag you up.
3 older sisters. What do you think my childhood looked like?
Well, we'll shave you and we'll shave your eyebrows off, and then.
No, you just stick them down, don't you?
Oh yeah, I should know this, shouldn't I? Yeah. I'm gonna get Dan on FaceTime and he can talk us through it.
Oh my god!
Great, this is gonna be great. And then we'll do an episode of the podcast, so you'll be able to see the results.
That'll be great.
So yeah, this is day 573 of quarantine. I'm not in quarantine. We're not in quarantine.
We're not.
In case anybody's worried about that.
Yes, but we are in the social distancing phase.
Yeah, not from each other because we live together.
But from the rest of the world. So we can still kind of travel around, but we can't really. We're not supposed to be, meeting people and touching people and doing stuff.
And have you, since all of this has started, I think the thing that I've learned, the biggest thing that I'm taking away from this is just how damn much I like to touch my face.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, ow, I just put myself in the eye. Actually really hurt. Yeah.
You're right.
And I've found it really difficult to concentrate this week. I found it really difficult to focus. I've really had to force myself to not be on social media and scrolling and getting anxious. And because it is, I'm making jokes and stuff because I think that is a way to get through shit like this, because we are in weird fucking times.
There is an awful lot of bad news out there, isn't there?
There is an awful lot of bad news, and I want to be a little ray of sunshine in your difficult day, because it's a totally shit time for a lot of people, and I'm absolutely not making light of that. My heart absolutely goes out to people who are genuinely frightened for their businesses, and a lot of businesses are not going to recover from this, and that's utterly shit. And I feel very fortunate that you have a job that's relatively secure.
It is at the moment, and depends how long this goes on for.
And I feel very fortunate that I have great clients and loyal clients and all the rest of it, but I'm scared as well. I don't know what's going to come out of this. Although, when business owners are all stuck at home, there is no better time to write your book. This is an absolutely brilliant time.
It is an opportunity to get different things done, isn't it?
A wonderful, wonderful opportunity to write your book. So and that's going to be the takeaway for this. This is a bit of a mishmash. We're just having a chat. I literally haven't prepared anything for this.
Yeah, there are no notes on this one.
So, but there's what we're reading, which we'll come to in a second. You'll be surprised at what Joe's reading. But yeah, I do you feel like you're in a film? I feel like I'm in a film.
It really struck me when what was I doing? I went shopping on Friday evening, maybe Tuesday. Anyway, I was in the supermarket a couple of days ago. And that was the first time I was walking around, and I really wanted to take pictures of empty shelves and send them to you, but I thought that might just freak you out.
And then I went to the supermarket yesterday and got really, really properly freaked out.
So you wandered around like the zombie apocalypse supermarket.
Yeah, but everybody, it wasn't so much the empty shelves, although that was weird. It was the looks on people's faces. Everyone just looked shell shocked.
It's a real culture shock, isn't it? We've gone through a real change of lifestyle and expectation and comfort and all kinds of things. And there's people who are genuinely sick, and there are going to be more people who are genuinely sick. And we can't make light of that. That's terrible.
No, and we're not.
But for the rest of us who are well, at the moment at least, it just feels...
It's surreal.
It's very strange. Very strange.
Yeah, and it's like I'm veering constantly between enormous gratitude for our NHS workers for a start, and the people who are keeping like retail workers, shop workers, cleaners, the bin men. Today I gave the bin men a chocolate orange because they're just freaking awesome. And and postal delivery people, everybody who is still working and keeping everything going, and not get angry with them.
Yeah, be nice to those people.
Be nice to those people.
Doing tough work in a difficult time.
Yeah, and I just think they are awesome, and it just makes me want to do more to help. I don't know what I can do. Stay at home probably. We're shopping for our neighbours and stuff. But yeah, check on your elderly neighbours, and we're going to talk a little bit about a thing that we did today, which was really lovely and just really lifted my day. So I thoroughly recommend it. We'll come to that in a minute. But yeah, it's just surreal. It's really surreal.
Very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm kind of like veering between enormous gratitude for the people who are keeping things going and looking after the sick people and having to make awful decisions. I would imagine that's coming up because I know it's happened in Italy. Yeah. And just you guys, you're awesome. We love you. And then just like being really anxious, probably freaked out, scared, on the verge of tears, and then going to, you know what, this is not going to destroy my business, and I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure it doesn't harm too much the businesses of the people that I care about. My clients and my friends and my family and all that kind of thing. It's just weird, and I think the world is going to be a very different place after this.
Well, I do think we have an opportunity, don't we? I think whilst there has been, punch-ups over toilet roll and all that kind of nonsense, I think
that's a minority.
Yeah, there's also been some really lovely kind of community stuff, and there's been some, people are looking after each other, and people are volunteering and being nice and sharing things, and we do have an opportunity to affect the world. And I think there's, each of us have got a choice to make. Yeah.
And also look at the effects, the positive effects of this as well, is that there's satellite pictures of pollution. The planet's
pollution is way down.
I think people in China can see the sky for the first time in I don't know how long. That's hopefully going to be a massive wake-up call for governments and business and industry.
And the people, maybe they'll demand, not returning to the old ways.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like an entire...
Dolphins in Venice.
Yeah, planetary culture change. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I saw somebody recommend on Facebook, I think it was. Maybe we should have a month's shutdown of the planet every year. And I know that's not viable, but I know what they mean. It's like a space for the planet to breathe.
Yeah, reset a few things.
Yeah,
it's definitely changing a few attitudes, I think.
I really hope so. I hope that a lot of good is going to come out of this, and I think the way we do business is going to need to change. So I think a lot of companies are going to realise just how much you can get done from home and realise that flexible working is the future, and you can't keep forcing people to sit at a desk 9 to 5.
Well, absolutely. And why make people drive somewhere to sit behind a desk when they could, with a couple of little management effort, do the work from wherever they happen to be? I think
working practices are going to change enormously.
I think working practices are hugely going to change.
And they've needed to for a long time, and, if this is the thing that makes it happen, then...
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously jobs where that's not going to work. They're not going to work from home and empty the bins.
No.
But there's an awful lot of people who travel somewhere to do something they could just as easily do at home.
Yeah. And you've started doing that. You've got loads done, haven't you?
Yeah, so my team is all working remotely. We've put a couple of processes in place. We have a 9:00 get together. On Teams, which is like a Skypey video conferencey thing.
It went down the other day, didn't it?
Other tools are available, Zoom and all that kind of stuff. And we just go through. We started using an online tool called Monday.com, which you will have seen the adverts for because they're everywhere.
I haven't.
You not?
No, I get all the adverts for everything because I'm like I click on everything. And so, we collectively go through that, and we set targets, and we set tasks and deadlines, and we pick things on the lists, and we get shit done. Yeah.
And then we get together again at 4:00 and kind of assess the day and move some things around and reprioritise what needs doing. And we've got, more or less 10 guys being effective, doing stuff, and possibly even with a bit more direction than they used to.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe seems good to me.
Yeah, I'm going to be really interested to see how, because I hope that you guys are going to do like an audit of how this has worked after it's finished, because it'll be really fascinating to see what costs you can save and, you know, how much more productive people can be. And I hope everyone's going to do that. I hope if you're listening and you're changing your working practices, and I can't imagine there's a business out there that won't change, because it is not business. This is it. I've seen people like say, "Oh, business as usual." This is not business as usual. This is the like opposite of business as usual. Like even for me, whose business is online, this is not usual. And yeah, and do you know what I have found? And I don't know if this is because. I don't know if this is because I'm doing a few things differently. I'm a little bit more on social media this week, and I'm a little bit more kind of talking about current topics. But I've found that my email subscribers has gone.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know why that is. I think it's because I'm putting myself out there a bit more.
For those of you just listening to this and not watching the video, there was like an aeroplane taking off type symbol.
A steep curve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was not helpful either.
No, just making whistling noises doesn't really help. Doesn't illustrate much to the listener.
So yeah, pay attention. There are, and you know, there are people who are going to listen to this and think that I am an exploitative bastard, and to those people, you can knob off. Because no, seriously, because I've seen people being shamed on social media already for marketing during this, and it's like
if somebody has bought lots of hand gel and they are selling it at 1,000% markup.
Obviously, those people are assholes.
Those people are assholes.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that. That is not marketing. That's just being a gouging shitweasel.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about businesses that. If you run a business, you cannot stop marketing. You cannot. Do not. It's really tempting. This is a really frightening time. It is a really frightening time, and I understand that. And even if you're a bricks and mortar business, the tendency, the temptation is going to be to freeze up, because that's what you do when you're afraid. You tend to freeze. Please don't freeze. Don't stop marketing, because there's going to be an end to this. We have a future, and when we come out of this, you are going to need to be able to carry on and, you know, stronger than you were before.
And there's a lot of things that, you know, most businesses, okay, maybe you're not going to do. Maybe if you're the bricklayer, you're not going to go out and be laying bricks in, you know, on people's extensions. Maybe not. But you can be planning, you can be selling, you can be getting the design drawings done, you can be
taking deposits.
You know, you can be moving forward with a plan, and maybe you have to schedule everything against a milestone you don't know the date of, which might be, you know, everything's okay, government lets go of any restrictions. But you can stack up your work. You can get it ready for it. You can have suppliers ready. You can have your credit agreements ready. You can have your financial planning ready. You can do all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah. I was talking to a client earlier one of his clients is a bathroom designer. And I was like, this is the perfect time for him to be marketing, because when everyone is like literally stuck in their houses, they're going to be looking and they're going to be seeing all of the things that they want to change.
Yeah.
And when they've got the money to do it, when they're feeling secure enough, they're going to be wanting to jump on that. And this is the perfect time for him to do like FaceTime consultations. Someone can walk him around their bathroom.
Yeah.
And he can be like, okay, I've got the dimensions, send the floor plans, all the rest of it. He can do a sketch out and kind of do a consultation over the phone, take a deposit, and then as soon as he's allowed to, he can go visit their house and they can start the process. He can make sure that he has got work built up for when all of this is over. There's things that you can do. Even if you're a bricks and mortar business, go and support bricks and mortar businesses, support them. Go and buy, so the Cider Barn in Herefordshire, which does amazing food. Oh, I love that place. They sent me an email the other day for Mother's Day saying we're doing home deliveries. Or takeaways. You can come and buy a Mother's Day meal and take it away.
Something they'd never considered a fortnight ago is now the way they are keeping their business running. And
I hope they continue doing that after this is all over, because it's another arm to their business. You know, this is the time. And I know that the internet is filled with people going, oh, you should be doing this and you should be doing that and blah blah blah. And a lot of people probably don't want to hear that because they're being bombarded. But if you're having a good idea, this is going to force some really cool ideas. It's going to force some really cool ideas from businesses that have otherwise had no need to try it. And the other thing that I wanted to say is, fear is a weird thing, and I get it. I'm afraid. I'm not as afraid as people with bricks and mortar businesses probably. But I run a business. I'm scared.
And
it's not a hobby business. It's a real fucking business. And, you know, I don't want to be dependent on your income. That's horrifying to me.
Yeah. I don't want you dependent on my income.
No. I'll spend it all on trapezes.
No.
But yeah, it is scary. Whatever business you've got, it's really scary. Where was I going with that?
I don't know. Find a new way to run your business.
Oh, fear.
Fear.
Yeah. So it's when you get scared, you tend to get tunnel vision.
And opportunities get smaller and smaller.
They do, and all you can see is the big, scary, virus-laden, you know, custard pie heading towards your face, and nobody wants that, especially if there's no toilet paper to wipe it off with. And so that's all if that's all you can see and that's all you can focus on, you're not going to see the opportunities around you. And so I'm loving seeing a couple of my clients. One of my clients is a Pilates instructor. Obviously, she's had to close her classes, but she's taken them all online. She's not just letting everyone cancel straight off the bat. And so is Harriet with her burlesque classes. It's like, cool. Don't let people just cancel. I mean, you know, if they really insist, you have to. But don't let people just cancel. Be like, I'm going to do live classes via Zoom or Skype or whatever. Just because you're not all in the same room doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Yeah.
You can do your stretch classes. You can get people to book retreats in advance. And if you are somebody who knows or lives with, you know, people who, you know, knows people who have small businesses that are bricks and mortar, buy gift certificates for your hairdresser, for the restaurant, for the nail bar. You know, book stuff up in advance. Pay for private lessons at places now. Like my pole studio, I fucking love my pole studio. And this is scary times for everyone. And I'm just like, you know, and it's been wonderful. People have been keeping their memberships, which is fantastic. Do that. If you've got a membership with a gym or something, please keep your membership. Don't ditch it because, you know, they don't ditch it and think I can go back after all this is over, because if you ditch it, they might not be there. So, you know, there's lots of things that you can do. If you have the means to do it, there is lots of things that you can do to keep small businesses afloat. And we have to do that because, you know, the economy is dependent on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, I was going to be asking you, this is like 17 minutes in, and I was going to ask you about your experiences working from home. But before that, what are you reading?
I'm surprisingly, I'm reading The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan.
Well, given that you're at home more now, hopefully you'll...
I'm actually working more than I would normally, I think. I'm starting earlier and finishing later. It's a bit weird.
He's starting earlier because I'm making him get out of bed at 6:30 when I do. And then you just get to work, don't you?
And then I'm like, oh, well, I'll have a cup of tea. And now it's breakfast. And now I'm working. It's like, oh, Jesus. Like, say an hour earlier than I normally would be.
Welcome to my world. I'm still reading Candide by Voltaire. Still not sure how I feel about it.
Really?
And it's not a long book and it's taken me ages. I'm kind of bored of it now. I know that, you know, if I was going to be trendy and whatever, I would be like, oh yeah, I love Candide. It's not that I hate it. I'd rather, if I'm going to be like highbrow and shit, I'd rather read Oscar Wilde. I fucking love Oscar Wilde. Non-fiction, I'm reading Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson. Which is...
That's a bit harsh.
Oh, no. Because, and I was explaining to you why you should read it, because... it's all about communicating with people who communicate differently from you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great because it's your responsibility as a communicator to ensure that people understand you, right? But what you say isn't always what people hear, depending on what type of personality they are. You're skeptical.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand.
I hate it when people say I hear what you're saying.
I just think people should just understand what I'm saying.
Okay, you need to read that book. Anyway, right. So that's the books that we're reading. I'll report. I've literally read the first 2 chapters, so I'll report back when I've read some more.
Yeah. I mean, communication styles is a genuine thing.
Yeah, it is. When I did the disc profile, this is about disc profiles, by the way. When I did the disc profile, I was like flat across the board, which that's apparently quite rare.
I hate disc profiles.
Okay. I think that probably makes you like a red person. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. So Joe, we're on day 573 of you working from home.
We're not. We're on day 2, 3 of me working from home. Apart from like the odd sort of, you know, one day here and there where I'd work from home.
How are you finding it? I'm loving it because at 12:30 today, Joe turned up with a sandwich for me in my office, which was really lovely. Thank you.
You're very welcome. To be fair, 10:30, you turned up with cups of tea and a slice of cake.
I did. That's true.
Which was pretty nice. That was nice. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And people that I was in a Teams meeting at the time, and people were like, "What? You just got a given cake? What just happened there?" And I was like, "Yes, I have tea and cake." I was very pleased.
Good.
Very pleased. And my team have met both Noodle and Whiskey.
Oh,
no sheep or chickens yet, but that might happen soon.
See, since you've been working from home, the cats have not been managing my office.
Well, they've been managing my office. Which, frankly, is not as comfortable and nice as this one.
I know, right?
I think we should swap.
That's so not going to happen. So not going to happen.
Fine.
If I'm away for... Oh, no, I'm not going to be away for a day, am I? I'm not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
Oh, man. But I have offered to you before, when you've been here and I've been away, you can go and work in my office. And then I've come back and you've been working in, in a corner.
Yeah,
in the house,
in the cold.
And I've been like, you can work in the office. Anyway, so we did a thing today, didn't we?
We did. We did a community thing.
We did a community thing, and yeah, because I was thinking about what can I do and blah blah blah. So I put a thing on Facebook and said I'm going to do a virtual coffee morning via Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who wants to come and join us can come and join us, and we'll just have a chat. It's not a business thing, so it's like open to anybody. And as it turned out, it was mostly people who know me through business who turned up.
That's true.
Apart from Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. And it was really nice because we got to talk to a couple of people. Like, I hadn't seen Catherine for ages, and it was really lovely. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. And then Wegard turned up. Wegard, our biking friend, who is Joe's bro from another Mo.
Anybody who's like listened to 300 or whatever of these podcasts knows that Wegard was right there at the beginning.
He was our single listener and probably still is. Hi, Wegard!
Hi, Wegard!
I don't know if he still listens.
Of course he does.
Yeah. But yeah, he was, and it was like, we haven't spoken to Wegard for, oh God, a year? More?
Easily.
And so this like total shitstorm is bringing people together.
Yeah.
And it was just a lovely thing to do. And a couple of things...
We just drank tea and chatted, really, didn't we?
Just drank tea and chatted. And you guys talked about nerdy shit. And then Wegard says that their kids they're on total lockdown. Wegard's in Norway, by the way, and they're on total lockdown there at the moment. And so he's working from home, his wife's working from home, their kids are all,
everywhere.
Home. They're homeschooling them, yeah. Oh, one of his kids came and said hi, and she was super cute. And then Yinka's little boy came and said hi, and he was super cute.
Hi, Yinka.
Hi, Yinka. And so, yeah, but Wegard's homeschooling his kids, and one of their homework assignments was to make a weapon. And I was like, Norway fucking rocks.
They're properly preparing for the zombie apocalypse. They're teaching children to make weapons.
I know, right? And so I think she was making arrows.
Yeah, making a bow and arrow.
And so that got me thinking, let's all have a little thing. Let's all have a little thing to do, because I'm going to do this once a week for as long as the Coronapocalypse lasts. And we're going to have like a little virtual get-together once or twice a week. But we're going to do it at the same time next week, next Thursday.
Thursday, 11 o'clock.
So if anyone listening to this would like to join our little Zoomy coffee morning at 11 o'clock UK time, I think that's going to be British summertime by then. Do the clocks go back this weekend?
I have no idea.
Just UK time, whatever the current UK time is. At this time of year, I get really, really confused. 11 a.m. UK time. If you would like to join us, email vicky@vickyfraser.com and let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And I will either find you on Facebook or I'll send you a link. It's kind of a Facebook thing. But you can just come and say hi. This is going out later. We'll still be doing it.
Yeah.
But I decided to do a thing inspired by Wegard's kid, which is everyone can do like a little show and tell. And I want people to get creative. I want people to be creative about, this is a really good time. So I obviously want people to write their books. But Yinka has said that she is going to use this time to write her book. And so she is going to read the introduction from her book, which I think is super exciting. Catherine is going to explain to us what the weird thing was that she was waving at us during the call.
I do not know what that thing was.
I do not know what that thing was either, but we're going to find out. So I'm excited about that. Wegard's going to show us his water temperature monitor that he's building. He doesn't know that yet, but I'm going to tell him to.
That's going to be an exciting thing to look at, I can tell you.
Lisa hadn't decided either what she was going to
I don't know either, because I'm super uncreative.
Well, you better come up with something, because otherwise I'm going to make you sing.
I am not going to sing on the internet.
You better come up with something. I sang on the internet. That's how bad this has got. Right.
Serious times.
Anyway, my thing is I'm learning to play the guitar. I play the guitar very badly. I am going to practice enough so that I can play something well enough on the Zoom call. And even I'm like sweating. I'm sweating.
You'll
sweating.
be fine.
No, I'm sweating even thinking about that because I was practicing the other night and you were sitting on the chair with this pained look on your face, like, and then Whiskey went and hid behind the fucking chair. Whiskey's our cat, and that was quite upsetting. Noodle like leaves the room and yowls.
As soon as you get guitar out, Noodle leaves.
I actually find that quite upsetting.
Oh.
Anyway, so if you would like. You don't have to do anything like that, but you know, it would be really, you don't have to like perform on camera. I'm certainly not going to make anyone do that, but it would be really cool to see if you've been working on something, preferably start writing your book. That would make me really happy. But yeah, if you've been working on something, come and show us on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
Thursday at 11 a.m.
and talk to people and have some social contact.
Because that was what it was really. It was just like, how is it for you and how's things going?
Yeah, this isn't a business thing. This is just a friendly face thing.
It is. It really is. So yeah, that's that for this week. That was quite a, I don't know what people are going to think of this.
Well, you know, if anybody wants to talk, turn up on a Zoom call and we'll have a chat and be friendly and we'll drink tea and it'll be nice.
Yeah, you get to talk to Joe face to face.
And in the meantime, you know, don't let your business sink.
No.
Don't let the economy sink. Just think about ways that you can, you know, do something different, behave differently. Yeah. You know, survive.
And if you've got any ideas and you want to run them past me, drop me an email. Vicky@vickyfraser.com. Drop me an email and I will do a podcast. We'll do a podcast and answer people's questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've got any ideas, if you've got any worries, of course you've got worries. Everyone's got loads of worries, but you know, run them by us. And if we can help, we absolutely will. You know, we'll make a podcast full of people's Q&As, and we'll answer people's questions. We've obviously put the 7 Deadly Sins on hold for now.
Yeah.
I'm also planning, by the way, on running a couple of free writing kind of webinars online. I'm going to help people just get started, like come up with an idea, outline your book, that kind of thing. Yeah, and if you haven't, and I'll also be putting a discount voucher out for buying my book as well. So, because I genuinely think this is a really good time to start writing your book.
Yeah.
It really is. Okay, right, that's that then.
All right, guys.
What's the takeaway?
Half an hour.
Be kind to each other.
Be kind to each other. Be kind. Be nice. Everybody's stressed. Everybody's worried. Everybody's frightened of what the future is going to bring. People are going to not be behaving possibly rationally in the most rational way. Yeah. So let's just take a deep breath. We will get through this. And we will move on to the next thing. And in the meantime, we need to be nice and kind to each other.
Don't panic by toilet roll.
Don't panic by toilet roll.
Do you know what, though? When I was in the empty shelves, I felt really, really, really smug because when I got to the vegan food aisle, there was shitloads of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to know my other top secret?
Oh, go on.
If your local shops are out of toilet roll and you are actually genuinely in trouble thinking, hell, what am I going to do about the toilet roll issue? Go onto the Screwfix website and get yourself some janitorial supply toilet roll.
Or you can get, this like the whole world is going to get in touch now. You can get in touch with us and we'll send you a toilet roll. Just one. I might do. That might be a lie. I might take that back.
If 9,000 people contact us for a toilet roll.
That is not a promise and I reserve the right to withdraw it.
The first 10 people who ask for a toilet roll.
Yeah, you can get toilet roll. The first 10. That's much better, Joe. So I went into the gin shop in town the other day and got a bottle of Empress gin because they had emailed me to say it was in and I wanted to support local businesses in this trying time and all the rest of it. And they said, oh, we've been giving away a toilet roll with each purchase over £40. And I was just like, that's really funny. And it made me laugh. And I was like, keep the toilet roll because we've actually got shitloads of them because we buy ours from whogivesacrap.com and we miscalculated how many toilet rolls we'd need. So we've had 75 toilet rolls since like 6 months ago.
Yeah, we run at a small surplus and now we just have a
No, we run at a giant surplus.
Well, a giant surplus, basically.
Yeah. And if you want something funny, go and watch JP Sears' YouTube video on the toilet roll apocalypse because it's freaking hilarious.
Cool.
And with that, we will be back same time next week. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Next week, we'll probably be doing more like working from home hilarity.
Okay.
And reports and things. But I am still planning on launching my live Write Your Book course on June the 1st. Everything has been put back a little bit because I've really struggled to focus this week. But you can... I was going to say you can get on the waiting list. I don't think that page is... No, that page will be bloody live by the time this goes out. You can go to moxiebooks.co.uk/90-day book course live, and there are hyphens in there, and I'm just a dick, so...
Or just email Vicky. She's put you on the list.
Just email me here. If you've listened to every episode, I'll send you something.
Yeah.
Probably not toilet roll. And please go subscribe, leave us a review. We really like reviews.
5 stars.
5 stars. And we'll be back same time next week. We definitely will be.
We definitely will be.
And stay safe out there and look after yourselves. And we love you.